Greetings and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3. This is our second episode of the new adventure in this fantastic strategy game. We are in Iceland and we started with the Norse Asatru ruler, and here it is. If you have watched the previous episode, you know that at some point the notification of the call to war disappeared, or at least I was not able to see it anymore, and I thought it expired, but instead it's showing up now on the reloading of the save file, which is interesting. So what should we do? Should we help our ally in his conquest of Ulster? Let's take a look. So the opponent has 800 levies. And the contested county is this one, which is relatively close for us. So honestly, I think we could accept. There could be something good out of this war. So let's do it. And let's raise all armies. Honestly, I would like to wait for our allies also to come from their side, because they come from here. And I will not like to move. Okay, they are moving. I would like to move my armies only after they are also approximately in position. And what I would like to do, I would like to actually land there. So interesting, we are starting this episode already with a war. We are contributing, but still. And in the meantime, we have also built the palisades. So let's continue also developing our own territories. War camp. Bam. We have a lot of gold because in the first episode of this series we have raided a lot. And this is the very first war that we are joining. We didn't declare it, but still. We are happy to help our allies. And I can see that our allies are waiting for us because they are not moving yet towards their opponents. But they are doing it now, and now we can also join them. They were actually able to destroy them already, but then maybe we can chase them. Yes, and we also find glory in this. On the other hand, I forgot to change the commander because there is my son commanding the armies, which of course is not ideal. And then we can go here and start the siege. We are also chasing them again. And in 10 months the siege will be completed. So this is a war that we should easily win. I mean, or at least we should easily help our allies to win this war. And in the meantime, our ally is also improving his opinion towards us because we are swaying him. Enemy captured. Demand conversion and recruit. And we're almost done. They are attacking us again. But we captured a valuable hostage and the war is over. Very good. We can disband the armies, and the first war where we were involved, we won it. We contributed, so our alliance is solid. And then maybe we could ask our allies to help us as well, right? Because now they have a nice army and we might use some external support to start conquering the territories of the other side of the island, because in the end our very first short-term goal will be to unify Iceland under one single banner. ours, of course. And so maybe we can declare war to this lady for the county of... for this county here, because it's the one where there is the city of Reykjavik. So let's do it. It will cost us only 38 of prestige. We can also call our allies. We will wait for them to join us. Of course, they will join because we have very good relationship. In the meantime, we can raise all our armies. And while we wait for our allies to join, we can just witness my new wife to get pregnant again. So, I mean, I just married her in the last episode, which was the first of the series, and she already gave me one son and two daughters, twins, and now she's pregnant again. Dear Gunhild, please calm down, because we cannot afford to have so many kids. I mean, daughters are okay, but if they should be a lot of guys, this could be a problem for us. So where is my ally? Why is not joining? Ally? Oh no, he's joining. He's there. He's on the way. Very good. So I think we can already start moving towards them as well. Let's try to synchronize this correctly. And these territories, unfortunately, are almost converted to Catholicism. So once we will conquer them, we will also have to take care of the conversion of the counties, I believe. But first, let's start the conquest. Now he's not swayed, but he's already having 100%, so it's fine. We can stop this sway. Is there anyone else that we would like to sway? Yeah, maybe let's continue the sway on the Godi. I mean, there is really no need, but will not hurt. And as you can see, our opponents are running away from us. They are scared. They have all the reason to be so. They are cornered over there. And they're running away. Ah, and they were immediately intercepted. Very good. So then we can go directly to their city, to the city of Reykjavik, and start the siege instead. Our allies destroy them, very good. And it's another song. Okay, woman, unfortunately, you already pissed me off. Go away. We will marry our ruler with an infertile woman, because we already have 3 kids, 3 sons now, and this is not good, of course. And now our opponents are trying to reach our capital. But we should complete the siege before they complete the siege of our capital, so it's fine. Should be able to win this war easily, I will assume. Let's improve our movement. By the time they reach the capital, the siege should be almost completed. And if they will capture, honestly, some of my sons, that will not be too bad. Okay, plus 71% because the siege is completed. Now let's go to the capital and let's beat them again before they complete the siege of our capital. our allies will move together with us. This way on the priest is successful, and now let's see how this war goes. Okay, we outnumber them again. Bam! Enemy combatants captured, and we won the war. This basically means that we have already expanded partially our territory. We are getting closer to the Duchy title. But let me check one thing. Yes, this area is Catholic, so unfortunately I will have to use my Godi to start converting this county over there, and it will take almost 20 years. That's a lot, honestly. But we can manage. We can manage. Now I'm above domain limits, and I think it's time to remarry. And this time let's make sure to bring an infertile woman, because I'm really tired of this. And yeah, I mean, I'm not too happy to make this alliance here. Moreover, they're losing a war right now. They will be soon conquered. Okay, let's wait for the war to be over, and then maybe we will remarry, but an infertile woman. And for the time being, I think we need also to focus on restoring control in the recently conquered county. And also this one will take us a lot of time, 10 years. At least we have a decent amount of soldiers, and no one immediately around us can really threaten us. So I will say that considering only 7 years passed, the situation is quite solid. We could also raid in the meantime. And actually, let me do something. Yes, let's go and raid them. I mean, they have basically almost nothing, but it's just to weaken them even further. And we have completed our development here, so now we can build a war camp here as well. No, because I don't have enough prestige. Okay, so I need to farm prestige. And this is another good reason to raid, actually, because prestige will help us in this direction. Raiding will help us in this direction as well. Let's speed up things. We have very slow movement. Okay, seems they're not even fighting back. No, they're standing still. It's because there is the truce, I see. Yeah, makes sense. Then let's see if we can target someone else. This could be raided, I believe. Yes, they have 15 of gold. This is a bit too big, and they're having their problems. What about here? 15 of loot. Okay, then let's loot first this island. Let's repeat basically the very first route that we followed in the first episode when we started raiding the neighboring rulers. Very good, and we have also taken a prisoner. Now let's move here and let's raid them too. Let's take a look at what we can do with the prisoner. She's a lady, 24 years old. We cannot pay, so let's just recruit her. In the hand is even a Kendall, so not a lowborn. We are taking another prisoner. Very good as well. In this case they will pay, so let's get these 10 units of gold. And let's take a look if we could target somebody else. Well, here it seems to be the case. I think here they have some gold, most likely. Yes, then let's continue our raids. Only 3. And 9. It's fine. Let's do it. Ransom accepted. And what we could do, considering that we are already amassing a huge amount of gold with the raids, I would rather propose to monthly progress 1.23. You know what we could do? We could already move the capital here. Bam. Reykjavik is the capital. And we are also working on the development of the capital, rather than on collecting taxes, because in the end we don't care about taxes. We make already enough gold with the raids, so better to focus on development. We have taken another prisoner. Let's go also here. So this is a little girl. Oh, she's pretty little girl. No one will pay. No, they will pay 10 for her. Will we let her go? This is even the liege. Okay, let's get this 10 units of gold, better than nothing. This will be, instead of the taxation, we collect money, kidnapping people, basically. Hybrid culture formed. This is a new introduction of the expansion Royal Court. At the moment we cannot really enjoy all the content of Royal Court because we still have a tribal ruler and we don't have the title of king or emperor, so there will be quite some time before we will be in the position of fully enjoying the content of the expansion. But there are some elements that are already visible, like for example the whole revamp of the culture. That's something that we can already play on in theory, or even check how the world is shaping. By the way, here we have another prisoner, is a little boy with a lot of prestige actually. Will they pay for him? Yes, they will pay additional 10. Let's do it. And then I think we can already move back to our capital. We have 54 units of gold, 73 supplies. Yeah, let's just go back home. And then I could use this money to go on a hunt in order to farm additional prestige, and then we can reuse the prestige and the gold to keep building in our territories. So let's see what's going on here. I like prestige, so let's go like this. Additional prestige, very good. And then what we can do here, we can build palisades. This will be nice because there is the possibility of getting not only one martial point and one learning point, but also a commander bonus for 20 years. But on the other hand, I have very low chances, only 55% chances, and I don't have a wife at the moment. So okay, let's go here. Let me think. I would like to check when the truce here will expire. Doesn't tell me exactly when, but yes. It's one hole. I'm not even sure where there were my armies when I disbanded them. They were already, did they already deliver the loot? Because it's strange that I have only 131, but maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit distracted. And I could also declare already a small war to extend further our territories, but we are already above domain limit. And honestly, I would like to focus first of all on the reunification of Iceland, so maybe the rest can wait. The problem is that should I die right now, we will lose territories on partition. This little boy in the meantime has reached the age of 8, so actually I can also assign a guardian, yes. Actually a lot of them, they miss the guardian. We will take care of this. I can also imprison Ligach. So let's take a look. Let's start from this little boy. He has an inclination for diplomacy. And I agree on this approach. And so we could have the champion taking care of him. Then this little girl, she has reached the age of 6 and she has a clear martial inclination, confirmed. I'm fine with that. I will let my son to educate her. And then Grima. Grima is the poor girl with the hunchback. And okay, intrigue, focus. Yeah, I might agree with this. So let's have the spy master taking care of her education. Then I can lawfully imprison my spy master because she is a fornicator. Quite frankly, I do not see the need. So let's leave her in peace. I need more champions. I can have up to 6. And I can declare war on, yes, on the Faroe Island, but I don't see the point. I will go above domain limit for nothing, so for the moment let's not do it. And instead, what I wanted to do, it was searching for candidates as champions, because now I have enough reputation to attract maybe some unmarried men using the women at my court as bait. Norse, okay, prowess. So 32 years old, wow. Holy warrior, looks like a giant, but it's not a giant. Arranged marriage. Would you like to marry Gunhild? Not really. This one? Not really. Okay, so he cannot be convinced, I believe. So let's search another candidate. There is also this one. I mean, he's 45 years old, but we might try. Will not accept it for 2. I mean, we can make a sway here and then convince him. But let's try maybe with someone else. 36. Will not accept. If I will use somebody who is not a lowborn. I think I have only lowborn. Now let's do the following. Let's have a little sway here. And then we will try to convince him to join our court via marriage. And I can already create the Duchy of Iceland. I didn't notice this. I was thinking that I needed to conquer also this last county, but that's not the case. So we could actually create the Duchy of Iceland. We will lose a lot of money, but we can afford that for the moment. And now I am a mighty Jarl. Very good. And I think this should have also temporarily fixed the succession, right? Not really. Because you will get the duchy and the capital, basically. And the other 2 sons will get the other 2 counties. Not ideal, but it's okay. I will have to take care of those kids. In all of this, my ruler has reached the age of 51, is still doing fine. And I think we should marry this lady who is only 47, 11 of diplomacy, 23 of martial, 11 of stewardship, 5 of intrigue, 9 of learning. She's zealous, calm, stubborn. Wow, poet. I mean, she's very good. She's actually very good. Chance of having children, none, because she's not fertile anymore. So let's marry her. In the meantime, we have also finished building the development. But I don't think it was here. Yes, it was over there. And honestly, I don't want to build anything else, considering that I might lose with my heir these counties, the direct control of these counties. So I would rather focus on the capital of Reykjavik instead. Let's take a look at when my wife will give away the territory, or at least when it will be possible to declare war. I think, unfortunately, I cannot vassalage. So we have to wait for the truce to expire, and then we will be in the position of declaring war again. Let's go on manage domain, because we have a little gap of gold at the moment. After we decided to go for the duchy title, we might actually raid again, and we might target again the Norwegian coast. Let's see who are good candidates for that. All this seems like good candidates. We should really also start thinking about conquering some land on the coast, especially when they are so weak. So let's do the following. Let's raise all as raiders, and let's start our tour. Okay, this was raided, but this one not. There are 15 units of gold here, and the guy is definitely weaker than us. Let's speed up the process. And I have have now the possibility to unlock another trait, and naval speed is actually good because as a Norse we are always basically on the sea. So I'm happy to go with that. For some time I will not declare war. Honestly, I'm happy with the Duchy. On the march, another martial event. Let's try to get an additional perk. I don't want to give away gold or prestige, so for the moment I'm afraid I will leave the search. And here we have somebody who dares to attack us. Very good. My glory is widely known. This is very good. We can continue our raid. Then we will move to the next city. Prisoner taken in siege. Very good. Ah no, this was already raided, so we could instead move maybe here. Ah no, this is big. And I think these 391 are going to raid there. Well, let's try. Maybe we can reach before. Ah no, actually no. They are just stationing there. We will even fight again, most likely. Exactly. Destroyed. And we can start this new raid. Actually, there is also somebody who is trying to siege this territory, but we don't care, we just want to raid. Another prisoner taken in siege. Let's see these prisoners. Will they pay for this? 25, thank you. For this they do not pay, but he has 16 of prowess, so we definitely recruit. No dungeon, come to the... And he also is a physician. I mean, it's very interesting. It's a butcher. And I think we could even go for the next raid. Do we have still the time for another one? Yeah. We still have enough supplies and we have enough gold. I mean, room for additional gold. We could even continue here, most likely. Now this is kind of big. Okay, after this we can go back home. It's okay. Bam. Very good. Let's go back to Iceland. Okay. By the way, it's not possible to disband the... Ah no, it's already possible to disband the army, but I think then if I will do it now, I will lose the loot. I'm not sure. By the way, loot delivered, so now we can definitely do it. And now we can also build the war camps in the capital. We have enough gold. I mean, we are spending it entirely basically to build. So yes, but it's fine. And we can also try to arrange this marriage now. Matrilinear. Very good. We can unpin this gentleman. And now we have an additional champion with 20 of prowess. my son must remain distant from the field, and then this one we make him champion. We actually have other 2 places available. By the way, champion effectiveness up to 130%. So I will say that things are progressing nicely. We got the Duchy title. We have almost completed the unification of Iceland. We have 3 domains out of 3, so this is fine. The only problem is with the succession, because we have too many sons. Thanks to my wife, I knew I should have married since the first moment an infertile woman. But we will have to deal with this. Maybe this Orvar, as soon as he will be 16 years old, we might try to send him to war, for example. God knows. But it's a little bit risky, because if then he will be captured, it could lead us to easy defeats. We will have to think about that, or simply we will accept, we will keep probably the Duchy title, and we accept that we lose these 2 counties. Fine. I mean, at some point they might give us a little bit of troubles, but let's hope that this is not the case. And I will say that for today probably this is more than sufficient. It's the 17th of May 878, so we have just, let's say we are in the middle of the 11th years from the beginning of the game. So I would say that we made good progresses. Of course we could speed up the process, but I don't want to do it. I want to take it easy. And then what we might try to do later on, now for the moment I will probably focus just on increasing our territory and developing further our territory, and then once we will have instead Huni ascending to the throne, I might start focusing on the conquest of the Norwegian coast. This is how I imagine the next episode. But of course, feel free to leave a comment to let me know your idea, your proposal. Do you think it would be better to proceed in a different way? Just let me know. I'm always open to suggestion. Doesn't mean that I will do as you will propose, but I always read every comment, so please feel free to join and interact with this series. And yeah, as always, I hope to see you in the next episode. If this is the case, then see you in the next video. Cheers!